I'm not really good at this. I want to say this is truly like my first time recording actual YouTube video, I guess you could say, a vlog. I'm not gonna call it a shopping vlog because you're not coming with me shopping. I've already done the shopping. If you don't know who I am, I'm LayLay. I make art, I game, and I dance too. I have different playlists, so if you guys are interested in any of those, go ahead and check them out. This is my first time doing something like this. I feel stupid because I didn't know I knew. I just never really paid attention to it or used it or knew what it was for. The cinematic mode on my phone looks so much better. Sometimes I just don't think. I don't actually use my brain 100%. I feel stupid right now. But it's okay, I figured it out. Now I know to use this. Anyway, hi. Welcome to my first official YouTube video. I'm gonna say this is official because you're seeing my face and I'm speaking to you. So this is what I'm gonna call first official, even though I've already posted other videos, time lapses, yada yada. Welcome to my shopping haul. I'm going to be showing you guys what I've gotten on my birthday shopping haul. I went to Michael's. My birthday was November 27th. I'm officially 22 now. I'm gonna let that soak in for a moment. I'm bad at this. I ramble a lot and you'll hear it, and that's okay. Yes, you see a yogurt cup and a teacup in the back. I haven't ate anything. I'm gonna eat that yogurt, take my medication, drink the tea. I'm gonna enjoy it very much so. By the way, yes, I'm in a onesie. It's cold, okay? Starting with this biggest item, we're gonna move on down to the smallest. So, the biggest item, I'm gonna have to put up here. And I want to start by saying, usually I don't focus on Artist Loft. I can't remember the last time I was using Artist Loft stuff because it's for people who are typically beginning. Typically, I'm not judging anybody that still uses Artist Loft. Hello, I bought some Artist Loft stuff. This, it's a table easel. I needed another easel. I didn't want a giant one. I've had those before, and when I was younger, I had one of those metal ones, and I don't remember how tall it was. It was pretty tall though. Made it hard to paint because of how tall it was. I'm just not really much of an easel person, yet I got another easel. This one's different. This one is actually meant to be on your desk, on your table. It makes it easier. At least in my case, it makes it easier because, you know, I'm sitting at my desk usually when I'm painting, stuff like that. So I saw someone using one on Instagram one time. I remember immediately going on Amazon and being like, I need one. Found one on Amazon. It actually was it cheaper or was it expensive? I honestly don't remember. But then went to Michael's for birthday shopping. So, and I found one. I don't think I've ever actually read what was on the back of it. It comes with a shoulder strap. Me personally, I'm not going to drag this thing around with me. It's staying here at home. But anybody else that wants an easel with a shoulder strap, go to Michael's. Go to Michael's. Our second item, I got me some canvases. I'm going to use the easel for painting, obviously. I'll use it for other things besides painting, but mainly painting. I got a 10-pack, 8" by 10". Just prefer something smaller like this. Plus it gives me less space to mess up. It also probably makes it way more difficult if I do mess up because it's a smaller canvas. It's again Artist Loft. Moving on to our third item, I got a gouache palette. Can't be the only one who's been like obsessed with watching people use gouache, and I desperately wanted gouache, but if you go anywhere else to find them, Amazon has them for a very high price, especially like the amount of gouache that I want. I don't know if they sell them in bottles, but I didn't want any bottled ones. I wanted more of a palette, so I was able to find a palette. Again, it's Artist Loft and it has 18 colors inside, so if you ask me, that's pretty freaking good. And it's a cute color. It's like a mint green, like to see together. Okay. So I guess this is a cover for them when you open them. And it gives you a little card with all the colors. Yep, and it tells you also to use the cover in order for the paints not to dry out, you know. Obvious. If it was a bottle, you would close the cap. Same thing with this. You're going to use the cover and then close the cap. All the gouaches come in a little, what would you call this? Container, I guess you could say. So, yeah, that's cute. The minute I get a new art supply, I go haywire on it. I'll try not to do that with this one. The next thing I got was actually soap. I know you're probably thinking about, this is for art, why are you getting soap? But it's not just normal soap. Okay. It's pink soap. It's actually a brush cleaner. I needed brush cleaner because obviously, you know, you paint, your brushes get dirty, your typical. So yeah. Oh, that came right off in the top. I'm gonna have to get that out later. That's fun. And I shouldn't be sniffing it. Well, it's soap. Is it safe to sniff? I don't know. Anyway, I ran out of brush cleaner. And the one that I had, it was actually like a little tin can for it. Next best thing. Also, they actually had other sizes. They actually had the same one, but I want to say the bottle was about this big. Pretty wide too, but it was a little more expensive, and me personally, I don't want to spend that much on soap, even with this. Small little squirt, probably clean like 10 brushes out of it. Next item, I actually got paintbrushes. I only got 4 of them because, again, some of them were kind of expensive. You had like $20 per brush. Some of you are probably thinking that's insane, but I mean, it's Michael's and these are like really good brushes. To the point where these are freakishly soft and huge. Like, look at these compared to these. These are pretty big brushes. These 2 are acrylic brushes and they're level 1. One's a flat, this one, and the other one's a fiber. The flat is a number 10 and the fiber is a number 12 in case anybody wants to go out looking for it on maybe their website or just going physically into Michael's and looking for it. I needed some specific brushes. This one is specifically for watercolor, but this one is also an acrylic brush. I plan on using both brushes for watercolor, in all honesty. I need something small for all the lining, but then I'm also still going to use it for acrylic because it's an acrylic brush. The smallest one is a level 3. This one's a level 2. This one's an angle shader. This one's a dagger. So yeah, that was it for the brushes because I honestly didn't really need that much. I have enough brushes. I just wanted to replace a few and also get some ones that I think I can benefit from using from. Now, if you're the type of person that loves bedazzling just as much as I do, you're probably gonna like this and think that it was very smart of me. You're also gonna think I'm insane for getting that much. E6000. If you bedazzle, this is your best friend, like truly. It's a pretty big thing of E6000. I had bought some on Amazon a while ago. It was a 3-pack. They did me so dirty. They did me dirty. I was expecting the bottles to be a normal size. Me personally, I wouldn't say this is a normal size. I'd say this is pretty freaking big. Like, usually the ones that I get, they're probably like half the actual bottle. This bottle specifically, usually about half of it. The height is also probably maybe here, maybe a bit more. But the ones that I got, when I say it was a 3-pack and it was so small, I thought I was getting the normal sizes that I typically get. I was so wrong. 3 bottles, this size. If you tell me that that is a good thing for the size that I got, I was expecting bigger bottles. But hey, I can say that's emergency E6000. And for those who are confused on what E6000 is for, it's kind of like a glue. It is a glue. It's more of an adhesive mainly for little things. Again, for bedazzling, I do quite a bit of bedazzling. For example, I actually bedazzled this. I don't even remember how long ago. It was a few years ago when I actually did this. It used to be just a pink container, plain and pink. My cousin gave it to me. I don't remember what she used it for. It was originally hers. Now I use it for hair ties. So all my hair ties are in here. I painted it, and then I used the E6000 and some gems. They were clear, some of them got covered in paint. I'm not even mad at it. It's actually kind of cute. There, I have some along the top and here. Now, the thing that was really stupid of me, I ended up bedazzling it first and leaving it pink. So maybe it actually wasn't stupid because it went with my room at the time. Anyway, I had a pink, turquoise, and lavender vibe going on in my room before. But then I started getting into more of a fall color aesthetic. If you ask me, I'm kind of an indie girl as of now. If you search up indie girl on Pinterest, you will know. Anyway, that's more of my vibe when it comes to colors now. So you see me in a lot of browns, oranges, deep reds, forest greens, golds, things like that. And so I wanted this to match that vibe, especially because not only was I dressing like that, my room is kind of that aesthetic, which you can't really see because everything right here. And you probably wouldn't think that because some of the things on my desk are pink. But I think it goes with it because I still have some pinks in my room. Not like hot pinks, more like a baby pink. See, there I go. I'm rambling again. I didn't even realize because nobody really needs to know about my room. It's not important right now. So yeah, I painted this to match my aesthetic in my room. Now, these last 3 items are actually the same item, just in different packs, different sizes. I realized I needed some more fine liners. I've gotten this brand before, but I actually ended up messing up some of the pens because I didn't wait long enough to use them after I drew on something with a certain type of marker. Didn't think it would mess it up because I've done it before and it was perfectly fine. But I used it and it messed it up. So I needed some new ones, but I also ran out of ink when it came to some of the other ones. Microns. So I got different sizes, like I said, and this one's an 8. I prefer the bigger microns. Probably like 8 to 12s are my favorite, and the pen ones, because fine lining I prefer to do on my drawings. I typically only outline the outside of the body or parts where you want them to be noticed. I think the face is the most where I fine line, but I use the smaller ones for that, not like 3s to the 0s. I don't really like those because I feel like they don't really show up much on my drawings, but I also don't have the patience for how small they are. I really don't. There's that one. Again, I like these ones a lot. These ones are my favorite. So instead of getting the smaller ones, I usually use these ones for like the really small parts that I need to outline. Things like, you know, the eyes. Sometimes if I'm outlining the hair and I want it to look really smooth. This one's a 3-pack. That one's a 6-pack. And it actually opened. Okay, I don't know how that happened. It's open now. Cool. And this one's also a 3-pack. So these ones are 3s. Now this is the smallest number I will go for when it comes to using my fine liners. Don't use the 0s. Those are too small for me personally. I'm gonna say maybe about 2. If not, then it'll go from the 0s to 1s. But the 2s as well, I think, are a little too small for me and my taste. So that's my haul. Now you would think this would all cost less than you think, right? But no, it's Michael's and it's an art supply store, so it's gonna be actually say it's a pretty good price for the things that I got, which is why I actually really like Michael's, because they have things that you honestly wouldn't think they had sometimes, and it's shocking. But I love it. I've been using art supplies from Michael's for years. I made a whole project in 5th grade just from art supplies at Michael's. Kind of wish I had a picture of that project so I could show you guys. It was a very strange project, but it turned out really cute. The project was along the lines of something like, I think it was something like your favorite place. I ended up doing Disneyland. Of course, you know, what projects you have to make a report, but my teacher also wanted us to do a model of it, and so I made a model of Disneyland. I ended up buying, you know, their wooden sculptures or their wooden figures, things like that, you know, the plain ones that you can paint. Ended up getting 3 different wooden towers. Had one in the middle and 2 on the side in order to recreate the castle that you typically see when you walk into Disneyland, you know, all the way straight down Main Street. I ended up making Cinderella's castle. Like I said, I'm not mad at it. It was pretty cute. For that time, I could definitely do way better now. Used paint, glitter, a poster board, that way I can set it on top of that. I ended up buying some Disney figures from there as well as stickers. The figures I couldn't find, I ended up buying stickers and using the stickers as figures. I glued them. They were puffy stickers, so it was able to kind of stand up on their own. I literally would put glue on the bottom of the sticker and hold it there for at least like 3 minutes just so they would stay in place. Hey, it worked, okay? That's all that mattered. It needed to work, and it did. I did my job. And I remember this very vividly because I was freakishly excited. I got an A+ on that project. Made a report on Disneyland, adding some stuff about Walt Disney, because, I mean, you can't do Disneyland without Walt Disney. Hello? Again, I started going off topic and didn't even really realize it. This is why I think I'm not okay sometimes. Before I start telling you guys things that you don't even really need to know, I'm gonna go ahead and say goodbye. This does not need to be any longer. I'm probably gonna cut a lot of things out because I started rambling in a few parts. You guys don't need to see that. I don't really know how to do an intro. I don't really know how to do an outro. Maybe throughout the months, maybe not even months, maybe days of me doing different recordings, I'll finally learn how to do a proper intro and outro. But for now, I'm just gonna say goodbye. So I hope you guys enjoyed my little haul. I hope you guys come back for more, because why not? I like making friends, you know, this is cool. And check out my socials. I'll link them down below in the description. If it's easier, I will also link my card code down there, which will have all of my links in it. It's kind of like a link tree. I prefer card code though, because you can customize it in so many different ways, and it's actually just really fun for me. Goodbye. Have a good day or night, depending on where you're at. I'll see you guys next time. This is after recording Laylay. Yes, you see stuff in the back coming in and out. That's because I decided to make an intro as well after I recorded, because I felt like there were parts in it that I could have said but didn't know what to say. And that also again has to do with me not really knowing how to do this, but I'll learn along the way. So thank you for dealing with my craziness. I'm sorry if you didn't realize that, and now you will, or probably going back and forth and realizing every time something disappears and you're like, what the heck? So enjoy. Why didn't you eat anything? I don't know, I wasn't hungry.